And a 9 Fox Mike, vacate Sierra 5, right turn Sierra.
Sierra 5, I don't know, Sierra, that's 9 Fox Mike.
Agent 3 Delta Whiskey, wind is 250 degrees 9 and off runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 left, engine 3 Delta Whiskey.
And a 9 Fox Mike, contact ground, 14.8, bye-bye.
Good runway, 9 Fox Mike,
Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know how well this is going to go. So we can prep for rain, no problem. We can prep for heat, no problem. But both at the same time is where the kit starts getting questionable. So we'll see how long we last. I have to put rain covers on because it is going to get quite wet in the next hour. Let's see what happens. Happy Wednesday. I've started with a rant. So it's currently gusting about 20 knots. By the afternoon that's to be 32 knots.
KLM 137, service ILS 28 left.
KLM 1137, good morning, continue approach your number 1, wind 240 degrees 8 knots, max 1 stop.
Copy, taxi approach, KLM 137.
Oscar Ireland 116, just confirm whereabouts you're going in the bay.
We're just going to be at the mouth of the river here, and slightly north of us. We will remain south at all times, so line with the Bailey.
Oscar Ireland 116, that's understood.
Sandra and David both hit 21 months.
Agent 3 Delta Whiskey, vacate Sierra 5, right turn Sierra.
Sierra 5, right turn Sierra, Agent 3 Delta Whiskey.
KLM 1137, wind 240 degrees 9 and off max 17, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear land, 28 left, KLM 137.
Agency Delta Whiskey, contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
Ground 121.8, Dubjet 3 Delta Whiskey. Good day.
230 degrees 10, max 17.
Copy, thank you.
So, these are all most welcome. The plan, I did say this to the mods already. I'm going to do a couple of hours today and then a couple of hours tomorrow afternoon just because I have stuff on. So don't be giving out to me when we get to about the 3 hour mark today when I say see you tomorrow, but that's the plan. Freddie says it's been chucking it down in Newry since 6 a.m. So it was raining obviously on the way here and it has stopped.
And to Alpha Lima, good morning, continue approach, you're just becoming number 1, wind 230 degrees 10, max 17.
Looking at the radar though, I imagine I'm going to get peppered with showers for the duration. First of which is currently over the city centre by the looks of things, or at least South County Dublin.
KLM 1137, vacate Sierra 5, right turn Sierra.
Vacate Sierra 5, right to Sierra, KLM 1137.
Freddie, I'm going to have to get that tattooed somewhere. So, Brian, howdy, Freddie, alias.
And a 28 Alpha Lima, wind 230 degrees 10, max 17, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Good land,
Scalable. David O'Sullivan.
KLM 1137, contact ground 121.8, bye.
118, KLM 1137, take flight.
Harold, welcome. Martin, Tracy, Davo, Peter, Yvonne, and Terry Smile. Welcome back to the Spotters Club, Terry. So yeah, it's been a busy couple of days in work and
Short 603, morning,
again.
continue number 2, wind 230 degrees 9 knots, max 17.
The things we do for existence, huh? Prisoners to it.
Rescue 7, Tara.
Farmer.
Rescue 7.
Rescue 7 is a little bit of a gap at the first lander, but it might have to do with sections for the moment. Hold short runway 28 left.
FM and
So while I was setting up, I was listening to ATC, and the Coast Guard helicopter is up, and they have asked if there's an opportunity. They wish to do a practice missed approach here at
Rescue
Dublin.
7 from runway 34, proceed on runway 28 left,
So
indicate on Sierra 4.
they were denied initially, but told
runway
call back in a while.
left, indicated on Sierra 4.
Rock 603, continue number 1, vehicle inspection in progress, wind is 230 degrees 8 knots, max 17.
Continue, Sean 603.
And a 2-8 Golf Lima, vacate Sierra 5, right turn Sierra.
Sierra 5, right, Sierra 2, Golf Lima.
And a 2-8 Golf Lima 1, vacate contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
When vacated, 121.8, right, 2, Golf Lima, by now.
Farmer saying the same thing. We're going to get peppered with showers, and there's a risk of thunder as the day progresses. Wonderful.
Rescue 7 is here, vacating, hold short runway 28 left on Sierra 4.
Watch your toilet on Sierra 4.
Channel 603, vehicle is clear, wind 230 degrees 8 knots, maximum stop, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Roger, that's Sean 603.
I feel 7 is told there for the moment. I'll get back on hopefully for the rest of it after the next lander.
What short of is it operation?
Or how do? Yeah. Look, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, when it's warm like this, all the gear is wrapped to protect it from the rain. That builds up heat and can damage it, or will literally stop the stream. So we can't win. And as I said to you last week, I've spent all winter stood in the rain. Wet whoa.
We roll for 05, please.
05. Tower, good morning, flight 901 Charlie, fully established, Charlie, 28 left.
Excellent, 7 Sierra 4, proceed on runway 28 left, listen out.
Sierra 4, enter, so listen out, report clear, rescue 17, again.
991 Charlie, continue the approach. You are number 1, vehicle inspection in progress, wind is 230 degrees 13.
Continue approach, flight 901 Charlie.
Sierra 603, thanks for that. Sierra 5, right turn Sierra and ground 121.8. Bye-bye.
Sierra 5, right turn Sierra 128. Good morning, thank you.
Excellent, 7, report vacation at Sierra 7.
Report again at Sierra 7, we're Sierra 7, thank you.
Excellent, 7, I see vacating, hold short runway 28 left.
Just side left to rescue 1.
991 Charlie, vehicle is clear, wind 230 degrees 13, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Please land 28 left, fly 901 Charlie.
Excellent, 7, thanks again for that. Contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
Ground 121 is delayed, rescue 17, thank you. Hello, 910 Bravo Fox, 28 left.
910 Bravo Fox, morning, continue number 2, wind 230 degrees 13.
Continue, 910 Bravo Fox.
Stephen, hello to you. So, yes, the plan. A couple of hours today, and then a later stream tomorrow afternoon. Possibly around, kicking off around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Very shiny. In the meantime, things are to get interesting here. We're to have continuous showers. The gusts in the next hour should be up to about 27 knots, and then peaking at 32 knots for the duration of the afternoon. Slight crosswind element to it, not fully head on, so let's see what happens.
Charlie, vacate Sierra 5, right turn Sierra.
Vacate Sierra 5, right turn Sierra, fly 901 Charlie.
BA Embraer from London City. I did try get myself set up. We just caught the tail end of the AA triple on arrival here. Just takes so much more effort with all the gear.
230 degrees 9 and off, Max 17, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land.
When I retire, or when I suddenly announce my retirement stream, it will be because of the rain.
Ground 121.8, thank you very much, flight 901 Charlie, bye.
There's 17 Whiskey, good morning, continue number 2, wind 230 degrees 8 knots, Max 17.
Nearly got trucked. Gonna get it again. First time I'm showing you me ring on camera. So tomorrow is the retirement stream. Yeah, look.
Bravo Fox, vacate Sierra 5, right turn Sierra.
Sierra 5, right turn Sierra, Ryanair 10 Bravo Fox.
Stephen, it's highly likely we'll be wrapping up around then. The problem we have is I'm now
Yes, I was up with you with 13 runway 28 left here to land.
And I didn't want to be filming over their windscreen, so I'm further down than I normally am. We can try though, we can try.
Maintain this frequency, expect parking 126.
Continue Sierra, stay this frequency, expect 126, Ryanair 10 Bravo Fox.
Suffering. Scream for that. Yeah, John Walton lowering the tone straight away.
Dublin Tower, Delta 154, good morning. ILS 28 left.
Delta 154, target day, continue approach from 828 left, number 2, wind check 220 degrees 14, continue.
Continuing 28 left, number 2, Delta 154.
Ryanair 10 Bravo Fox, contact ground 121, decimal, goodbye.
1218, Ryanair 10 Bravo Fox, goodbye.
ATR from Manchester, followed by a 767-300 from Boston, Delty. We see an info in chat last week that Delta will only be operating A330s into Dublin next year. 76s will be gone. Yes, Delta.
220 degrees 14, max 19er.
Thank you.
Delta's gone.
Jump storm 17 waiting to right
in?
near, contact ground 121, decimal, goodbye. Jump storm 17 waiting to right near, contact ground 121, decimal, bye-bye.
Right Sierra, no ground,
Yeah, Michael, that's right. It says China Eastern will be commencing
Delta 154, wind check 2013 with a max 19er knots from 828 left, clear to land.
and then
Straight left, clear to land,
Hainan
Delta
are going
154.
daily, I believe, from the end of June.
Target agent zone 33 X-ray established. Chef zone 33 X-ray tower, morning, continue approach from 828 left, number 2, the wind is 23012 with a max 19er, continue approach.
So almost a 19 knot crosswind gust, 230 degrees. A little bit more to make it a full crosswind. Closer to the 200s. Yeah. Obviously, headphone warning for the turn at Sierra 5 here. Indigo are withdrawn from Manchester. Wow.
Delta 154, vacate Sierra 5 and right onto taxi with Sierra.
Off on Sierra 5, right on Sierra, Delta 154.
Looks like our Emirates A350, that is the evening arrival at 10 past 8, is set to continue at least for this month anyway.
Champs on 3 tracks, the surface wind 230 degrees 08 knots, max 19 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Right land on the left, Champs on 3
Delta 154, contact ground, number 1 destination.
Bye-bye. Over the ground, have a good day, Delta 154.
Project Sunrise A350 flew for the first time yesterday. Sierra 4. We have ATR from Edinburgh,
Right
by Ryanair from Edinburgh.
Alright, 6 off Yankee, good day, continue approach from 28 left, number 2 to wind 24010, max 19er.
Good that you EIDW 64.
Breeze starting to pick up now. Nicely done by the ATR. Faye, morning.
Champs 133X, return right Sierra and contact ground 121 destination, all the best.
Sierra ground 121 HF for 33X.
That's right, I heard that you are getting herks at the weekend.
Ryanair 86 Golf Yankee to wind 250 left, max 19er knots, runway 28 left, clear to land and just cross the
About
ridge along the border.
747s as well, or is that last week?
Zone.
Roger, thank you. Quick flight will be 2
The rain over Hope. Look. Nah. Stay over there.
Hello, Shamrock 124. We are fully established. Island 28 left,
Bing.
5.5 miles.
Channel 124, good day, continue approach from 28 left, number 2 to wind 250 to left, max 19er, caution along board activity in the grass area being the touchdown zone, there is board scaring in progress.
That's got me continue to 8 left, Shamrock.
Ryanair from Edinburgh. John, Simon got some epic shots yesterday after departure. I think it was the Etihad A350 that literally drew a heart in the clouds as it burst through the cloud layer. Class.
Yankee, right here on contact ground 121 decimal.
So
Bye-bye.
as that rain layer moves across from Hope onto the flight path, we might actually see a little bit of cloud angeling ourselves.
Sharp 124, that port steering has moved them, but they look like they're just flying in the vicinity of the runway now, so exercise caution with 240 11 knots, max 19 or runway 28 left, clear to land.
Yeah, that's it, that's the
Aer Lingus A330 from Chicago.
Good morning, Shamrock 10 establish line last 2 left.
Sharp 10 Tower, hello, continue approach from 28 left, number 2, the wind 230 11, max 19er. There is a lot of bird activity in the ground here, so being the touchdown zone.
A lot of bird activity on the runway.
Approach Shamrock 10.
For those, obviously I don't want to be, and I won't be making anything of it. It's still part of the stream. I haven't deleted it. I thought about deleting it, but that 320 last week, I watched it on playback. There was a lot of pigeons involved. They flew straight into the side of it though. It wasn't a kind of a head-on thing. The pigeons were coming from right to left and flew straight into the side of the 320.
Pass your message.
If there's an opportunity for ILS approach now, and if not, we look to fly back to west.
Coast Guard 116, roger, standby.
So they've asked to do an ILS approach again.
Right Sierra, contact ground 121, decimal. Bye-bye.
Right Sierra, ground 128, and just advised there was no bird activity for us, not sure fine.
Okay, that's copy. Thank you. Break, Shamrock 108, copy.
Copy that, thank you.
Shamrock 108, the wind 240 left, max 18 knots from 28 left, clear.
Clear land 28 left, Shamrock 108.
Shamrock 124, continue with ground now, 121, decimal. Clear.
How do? So you can see that rain has moved straight across the flight path now.
Scanhaven 60 kilo 5 miles.
Scanhaven 60 kilo Tower, hello, continue approach from 28 left, number 2, wind check 230, mean speed 11 knots, max 18, continue.
Aer Lingus 321
Coast Guard 116, just talk to radar to say possibly in the next about 15 to 20 minutes there might be a gap for an ILS 28 left.
So they're telling the Coast Guard they might be able to do.
Coast Guard Ireland 116, do you copy?
Apologies, go ahead.
Coast Guard Ireland 116, radar advise possible gap for an ILS 28 left in about 15 to 20 minutes, 20 minutes.
Negative. If you're happy with
Coast Guard 116, no problem at all, and climb is approved, not above 1,500 feet, Dublin QNH 0991, maintain VFR, Romeo 15 is active to 3,000 feet.
Franks, hello. A close-up of my ring wasn't on your bucket list. Hey.
Shamrock 108, continue right onto Sierra, once secured, contact ground 121, destination, all the best.
right on to Sierra and 118 Shamrock 108, bye.
So, Coast Guard opt them not to wait the 15 minutes, so we'll not be seeing them here.
Even 60 kilo, wind check 230, 10 knots, max 18 knots from 828 left, clear to land.
Around 2 left, clear 60 kilo.
pass your message.
Apologies, we'll take that ILS if it's available.
There you go. We're gonna do it.
Just maintain 1,500 feet, and I'll just check with radar what
SAS
you want
from
to
Oslo.
provide you with vectors now, or just hold it.
757 behind us. Did we get a...
About 1,500 feet and standing by. Tower, good morning, United 228, 3 miles on the ILS 28 left.
United 228, hello, continue approach runway 28 left, your number 1 now, the wind is 23015, max 20, continue.
Continue, United 228.
Managed to get Frank's cousin. Landed on Friday. Nice. Didn't wave, did they? Or did they? He did. No, see? Yeah, they don't. Qatar don't. Very rare. Far too professional to be waving to the lunatic in his speedos.
Canadian 60 Kilo 05 to right Sierra.
Jay, welcome.
Hey, Fairman, right Sierra.
And Patrick,
United 228, surface wind is 23015 knots, max 20 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Yes, 228, clear to land, 28 left.
Canadian 60 Kilo, contact ground 121, just make good day.
118 and 60 Kilo.
Coast Guard 116, so probably about 10 minutes time, so just do you require vectors or is the confirm with the self-position for the ILS to left?
We can request vectors, please, and we'll hold position for 10 minutes time.
Roger.
757 from Washington. KC, how do?
Coast Guard 116, contact Dublin approach 121.1, report what altitude you want to intercept and how many finals you want as well, 121.1.
Rebel, welcome back as well.
United 228, vacating at Sierra 5, continue right onto taxiway Sierra.
Vacating at Sierra 5, continue right on to Sierra, United 228. Good morning, Agenda 321 Mike, 47 runway 4 Mike.
Chapter 31 Mike, thank you and good morning. Begin 24011, max 17 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Runway 28 left, thank you.
United 228, continue on Sierra, contact ground 121 and decimal good day.
Yoshi, welcome. And Len, welcome back as well. Yeah. That was noisy. John, I forgot the other day, I was watching the stream back and your PP is rather low on the screen. Obviously, I forgot to move it, so the PP used to be just above the logo. So we're going to have to move it back up to the top of the screen, just under the logo. Give it a little lift, like. ATR from Southampton inbound, and then another 757 from Newark.
Wind check 230 degrees 14, max 22.
Gusting 22 knots.
Copy, thank you. Tower, United 317, ILS 28 left, assign 180 on the speed.
United 317, good day. Wind check 23014, max 22. Continue approach runway 28 left, your number 2, no ATC speed restriction.
Alright, clear number 2. Engine will stand by for line clearance, United 317.
Thomas, how doing? Oren, hello. He says he has slipped it. It's kind of sat out there in no man's land because the logo's up the top of the screen, whereas it used to be at the bottom. So I keep forgetting to adjust. That was our ATR from Southampton.
Jameson 31 Mike, indicating at Sierra 4 to right Sierra.
Sierra 4, right Sierra, Jameson 31 Mike.
Helena, welcome back. Ford, I could use that music.
Surface wind 230 degrees 10 knots, maximum of 22 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
For the land, 3 left, United 317.
Jameson 31 Mike, contact
Daniel,
ground 121 decimal, goodbye.
Ground 1218, Jameson 31 Mike, bye bye.
ATR with a 757 in the background. Imagine you're a pilot for the likes of United or Delta, and in your summer bidding you said, you know what, I'll put in for Dublin because they don't do it during the winter, obviously crosswinds, and they say to themselves 3rd of June, be grand. 22 knot crosswind. Behind the scenes camera of me, Ado and Dean running around the pillars here with that music. Job done.
United 317, vacating right Sierra 5, continue right on taxiway Sierra.
Right turn Sierra 5, right turn Sierra, United 317.
Now you all know what PP means. Proper plane.
United 317, contact ground 121 decimal, all the best.
121.8, United 317, will do. Tower Canadian 31 Bravo Island, 28 left.
Canadian 31 Bravo, good morning, wind check 230 degrees 15 with a maximum of 24 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, left, Canadian 31 Bravo.
Tainted your day with one sentence. It's the little things that keep me going, make sure I keep coming back, you know. We have an SAS from Stockholm next. Richard? Hello? Yeah. Day like today ain't the day for the convertible, Richard.
Wind check 230 degrees 12 knots, max 24 knots.
Gusting 24 knots. Told you, up to 27.
Tower, come on, Grandson 37 Echo Island, 28 left, 6 hours.
37 Echo Tower, good day, continue port runway 28 left, your number 2, the wind 240 at 12, max 24, continue.
Jiffers. Hello. They always do it. They park at Pillar Prime, and then within about a half hour of me starting, they move. And I could be on me pillar up there, all happy and not moany. But no. Looks like party knows. SAS.
Bravo, Sierra 5
All
to right,
787. Morning.
And Sierra 5 to right, Sierra Scandinavian 31 Bravo.
Echo, wind check 23012, max 4 knots from 828 left, turn left. Skaven 31 Bravo, continue Sierra, maintain this frequency please, expect parking 109 Lima.
Continue Sierra, maintain this frequency, expect parking 109 Lima, Scandinavian 31 Bravo.
The car dealer in the village where I live has one of them. A 212 Taycan electric. Trying to convince her, come on, we're getting electric Porsche, come on. 580 brake horsepower. Tom, morning. So, ATR from Newcastle, EIHNA, Hannah.
Okay, even 31 Bravo, contact ground 121 estimate, bye bye.
121 decimal 8, Scandinavian 31 Bravo.
Obviously, if we start seeing more than 30 knots, they'll reconsider whether these are flying at all or not. Shouldn't be too bad. I don't think, if it's only gusts, I think they might be alright. Might be more of a case when it's sustained 30 knots that they're not going to come out to play. Patrick, thank you very much. Patrick, after gifting 5 memberships to you all.
Jameson 37 Echo, Sierra 4 to right Sierra, contact ground 121 decimate, bye bye.
Sierra 4, Sierra 1 decimal 8, Jameson 37 Echo.
Oh no, to replace the car. Obviously the van. Yeah, the van is the van. Although I'm half contemplating changing that instead. It's annoying me.
Dublin Tower, Coast Guard Ireland 116 ILS, fully established, runway 28 left, 6 miles.
Coast Guard Ireland 116, hello again, continue ILS, approach runway 28 left, you're number 1, wind check 240 degrees 08 with a maximum of 24.
Clear number 1 for the approach, and we can break off whenever required, about a mile, mile and a half, left turn towards Palmerstown then to avoid further traffic inbound.
Coast Guard 116, roger, at 1 mile, break left visually and climb to 1500 feet after the break off, QNH 0991. If you route towards the city centre area for the moment and then expect direct Palmerstown once you're clear.
That's copied, so at 1 mile left break off VFR, not above 1500 feet, 991 to QNH, and further for Palmerstown after that. Copied, Coast Guard Ireland 116.
Airman, report when you're break.
Wilco.
So the Coast Guard helicopter is going to carry out a ILS practice, break off with 1 mile remaining and turn towards the city centre. We did see the Garda helicopter do this a week and a half ago when we were on the mound, so Coast Guard helicopter doing the same now. Henry, welcome. And Danny, hello. Danny, I have seen that, the flight wall, the LED panel that you can put on your wall, and then it's connected, I believe, to their server, which accesses possibly flight radar. But literally, as a plane is flying over your house, it will display the details on this, basically like a picture frame LED on your wall at home. It's called the flight wall, isn't it? I've no connection with it, I've just seen it, obviously. Other tracking services are available. Just tow the party line. I can just about see this helicopter. I don't know whether the camera's going to be able to do this or not. So this is our Coast Guard helicopter on a practice ILS approach, but they will break off with 1 mile remaining. Kelt, welcome back. Do you remember when the
wind check 230 degrees 12 max 24.
Do you remember when the Sikorsky used to do this? It was a proper rescue helicopter. I'm very biased. I did love the old Stumpkorsky. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with these. I just prefer the other one. There's the brake.
And Tower, that's Coast Guard Ireland 116, hit the go round towards the city centre, not above 1500 feet.
Coast Guard Ireland 116, Roger. Once you're south of the M50, can set course direct to Palmerstown roundabout and the Romeo 15 still active.
Copy, Romeo 15 active up to 3000, once south of the M50, track towards Palmerstown for Weston. Coast Guard Ireland 116.
Coast Guard Ireland 116, just across the usual SUA activity, MANA in the Blanchetown area if you're just in terms of your altitude if climbing.
Roger, that's copy, thanks. Coast Guard Ireland 116.
Danny, whilst I would obviously think it's a great idea, the first question I had when I seen it is, where are they getting their data from? Because if that company suddenly cease trading, as in the flight wall company, and they terminate the contract they have with whatever data provider they're using, your LED panel won't work anymore.
31 Foxtrot with you. 5 months.
Chelmsford 31 Foxtrot, good morning. The wind 250 knots with a max of 21 knots, runway 28 left, you're clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 left, Gemstone, 31 Foxtrot.
Breeze, men. Sorry, wind at this stage. ATR from Edinburgh next. JetBlue Mint livery, taxiing for departure. Because
Coast Guard Ireland 116, I have an order further traffic effect for entry into Western airspace. Contact Western on 122.4. All the best.
Contact West 122.4. Thanks for your help today. Have a lovely day. Coast Guard Ireland 116.
No problem, no, you're welcome. Take care.
Danny, they're likely in it. They likely have an agreement with the likes of probably ADSB Exchange or Flight Radar. I doubt very much they'd try run a business off one of the free data providers, because that data provider could just shut it down immediately. But yeah, the only thing I'd be
check
mindful of,
24010 with a max 21.
while for the likes of the aviation community, it would be an awesome thing to have. I can't imagine the demand outside of that would be too high, and if that business was to go belly up, the connection that's feeding your one will likely be terminated fair quick after that company go insolvent. There was something turning in under that cloud just there. There it is. Well, we have our ATR from Edinburgh. Obviously, Danny, if you were thinking about it, do your research, find out where the data comes from, and see if they have a legacy plan in place just in case the company go belly up.
Hi, Sierra 416, hello to you. Continue approach runway 28 left, your number 2, wind check 24011, max 24.
That was the Iceland there, making the turn in onto final approach.
Hi, Sierra 416, check QNH now 0990.
0990 as 4.
Jefferson 31 Foxtrot, Sierra 4 to right, Sierra 1 vacated, contact ground 121, that's make a day.
Sierra 4 right, Sierra 1 vacated 121, that's what I kept. So, thanks today.
John Turner, morning to you. So, Iceland there, max 8 from Keflavik next. Reykjavik, Keflavik. Mike, hello.
Hi, Sierra 416, wind check 250 degrees 13 knots, maximum of 22 knots, runway 28 left, here to land.
At the moment, I don't want to brag, but I will. I'm doing quite well. All the rain bands that are currently moving from
Southwest Bravo, hello, continue approach runway 28 left, your number 2 now, to wind 24014, max 22, and just check you have QNH 09 or 900.
Continue with QNH 09.
Poor John has PTSD, Iceland there. You can't be thinking negatively about it. They brought you to Anchorage, so the ends justified the means. It's a fairly slow approach speed for a 737, if I'm honest. That's what I was thinking. Little drop then. Nicely controlled though. Welcome back and hello to you.
Hi, Sierra 416, Sierra 5 to right, Sierra.
Emirates Sierra.
I'm going to be honest with you. There was days with less wind during the winter. This is, yeah. I don't know whether it has...
Ryanair 7 Romeo Bravo, surface wind is 24012 with a max of 22 knots from 828 left, clear to land.
The last 2 left,
ICR 416, contact ground 121, that's make good day.
I don't know whether it has come to fruition yet or not. Pours Mork. But yeah, I don't know whether it's gonna come to pass or not, but there was potential for quite stormy conditions on Saturday, this coming Saturday, so that could be interesting. It was all about whether that system actually impacted the country or not, but I haven't looked since. That was late Friday I saw that, so I don't know. We have Ryanair from Hamburg.
Hello, Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo, fully established,
Next.
ILS 2 left, 7 miles.
I'm wondering, are these winds...
Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo,
Are we
tower
justifying
to
a
this, you
sock
continue
on
approach from
screen yet?
828 left, number 2, wind check 23012 with a maximum
Where's
of
the sock?
22 knots.
You approach Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo.
Glenn, how do? Ryanair from Hamburg. It's just howling now, it's mad. The winds we're getting here are obviously associated with this little front that's just moved over the city centre. Thankfully it stops about there. Behind that is blue skies.
Ryanair 7 Romeo Bravo 05 to right Sierra. Ryanair 7 Romeo Bravo to right Sierra, contact ground 121.8.
Right, yeah, ground 118.
You can do it.
Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo to wind 230 degrees 13 knots, max 22 knots from 828 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 2 left, Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo.
JP, fair play for coming back and saying thank you. So we have a 320 Neo from Heathrow, and then LRB is coming in from Paris behind that.
Hello, Shamrock 5 to right.
Shamrock 5 to extra, good day. Continue approach from 828 left, you're number 2, wind check 23011.
The sun is really helping to identify the side-to-side motion there as it moves along the wing. Look. John Walton was on.
04, yes, available.
Thank you.
Tarmac 1 Lima Kilo to right Sierra, contact ground 121 decimal. Good day.
Right Sierra, ground 128, Shamrock
Bermuda.
1 Lima Kilo, talk later.
And vision thing, Paul. Morning.
Tarmac 52 extra, the wind 23011, max 22 knots. 22 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
JP.
Shamrock
Thanks
52
again.
extra, surface wind is 23010 knots, max 22 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Good land to right at Shamrock 52 extra.
So 321 Neo, EILRB from Paris. We always say these 321s suffer more with the wind. Let's watch. They proved me wrong today. Just like that. What are the movement numbers like for today? Stand by. $785 for today. That's in and out.
Shark 52 extra, Sierra 5, right Sierra, contact ground 121 decimal. All the best.
Sierra 5, right there, and 128, Shamrock 52 extra. Bye-bye.
Today's stream brought to you by the number 4.
Rescue 17, hello, enter runway 28 left, it's now report located. Next inbound aircraft at 8 miles.
Left, and report located.
Sorry. Tinted windows on that bus prevented our trademark shot. It is LRB. Scary. Morning.
Shamrock 55, gone 5, let's do it.
Shamrock 55 Golf, morning, senior approach runway 28 left, number 1, the wind 23011, max 20 knots. There is a vehicle on the runway, now inspection, continue approach.
Today, Shamrock 55, go.
Kelt, I haven't noticed any, but if we're going to see them, we're going to see them around this area here, in and around this gate and across. That's where they usually are when we're over this side. Ow, burp. More burps.
Now, Rescue 17, vacate on Sierra 7. The runway is now dry. You can put the JRS through now in a moment.
Rescue 17, okay, change your runway condition report, thanks. You can hold short to 8 left, give way to taxiing aircraft and ground on 121 decimal, thank you.
Back to 21.8, give way to taxiing and hold short to 8 left, and I'll have the JRS through now in a moment once I pull up the vehicle.
No worries. Shamrock 55 Golf, change your runway condition report now, dry.
Dry, Shamrock 55 Golf.
Aer Lingus A320 from Lyon.
Shamrock 55 Golf, wind 230, 10 knots, max 20 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 left, Shamrock 55 Golf.
Doing alright. City centre's looking nasty, but I'm doing okay.
Wind check 23011, max 20.
Safe. I 100% agree with you. Don't know what it means. And you'll never be able to type again. But yeah, okay. $320 from Lyon. Should be professional anyway. Stand by for double T-Rucks.
Attacker boarding running 535, let's keep the speed up.
Fire 535 Roger, continue your number 1 now to wind 24013,
Rated
max
videos?
20.
No bother.
Shamrock 55 Golf, getting Sierra 5, continue right taxi to Sierra, contact ground 121, decimate, goodbye.
Sierra 5, Sierra 21, Shamrock 55 Golf.
Rated videos. Crew on SAS that landed 30 minutes ago. Woo.
Fire 535, wind check 24013, max 20 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Okay, let's clear land, 25.
Dubjet 40 Juliet, hello. Continue chimneys and then follow River Liffey to Palmerston roundabout, not above 2,000 feet, Dublin QNH 09090 hectopascals.
I do wonder, John, how some people pass their day just going from YouTube video to YouTube video.
Jet 40 Juliet, just confirm after chimneys is continue
ever.
westerly to follow the river, River Liffey to Palmerston roundabout, that's your clearance limit.
Now, the A320 is in front of you there. You may see it, but it may not be visible.
Jet 40 Juliet, be advised Romeo 15 is active today. We make clear that airspace. And are you familiar with Weston?
So, Romeo 15 is active and we are familiar with Weston.
Ryanair, East Midlands.
Roger.
Next to land. Martin saying you've seen that Aer Lingus used the 321 a few times this week flying to far away. So they done that last summer as well.
4010 knots, max 21.
Martin, they put the 321
Ryanair 960 Romeo 47 28 left, 515.
Ryanair 960 Romeo, good day, continue port from 828 left, your number 2, wind check 240 degrees 11 knots, max 21, continue.
Continue 28 left, Ryanair 960 Romeo.
They put the 321 Neos and the 321 XLRs on European routes for their first sector of the day, and then they went transatlantic in the evening. So, yeah, they do that obviously as well with the A330s. Malaga and far away, early morning A330s, come back and then leave again at 5 o'clock in the evening.
5, vacating Sierra 5, turn right Sierra, once vacated, contact ground 121, decimate. Good day.
Roger, once vacated on the Sierra 5 up to Sierra, we'll contact ground 118, Ryanair 535, thanks for connecting.
Ryanair 960 Romeo, wind check 250 degrees 13 knots, max 21 knots, Romeo 28 left, clear land.
Clear land 28 left, Ryanair 960 Romeo.
I do sometimes consider getting rid of the ATC completely, just because it does annoy people that I talk over it, but I don't do it intentionally. I don't know when they're going to talk, and I could be in the middle of something, but yeah, sometimes I contemplate getting rid of it, but it gives us a great insight into what's happening like that.
Ryanair 47, Hotel Uniform Tower, good day, continue approach Romeo 28 left. Here, number 2, the wind is 25014, max 21, continue.
Do you know that was out the uniform?
Ryanair from Kerry, I think. And Sun Express special 4 out. Okie dokie. Now 3, I presume.
Ryanair 960 Romeo, vacating at Sierra 5, continue right onto taxi to Sierra, once vacated, contact ground 121, destination, all the best.
Sierra 5 right on Sierra 121, decimal 81, vacated, Ryanair 960 Romeo, bye.
Ryanair 47, Hotel Uniform, wind check 24013, max 21 knots, Romeo 28 left, clear to land.
Good to land, was out the uniform.
Jet 4, Sierra Juliet, your clearance limit is Palmerston roundabout. Keep clear of the Romeo 15, contact Weston 122.4, bye-bye.
Shamrock 69 X-ray, we're reducing 165 miles.
Shamrock 69 X-ray, roger, continue, number 2, wind check 24012 with a max 21.
Continue.
Sorry. Exactly, yeah, that's the reason why I haven't gotten rid of it. It's nice to be able to hear what they're doing and what they're saying or what's happening, especially if it's an eventful day. Just need a little remote that lets me change the frequency.
Ryanair 47, Hotel Uniform, continue right taxi with Sierra, contact ground 121, destination, bye-bye.
No, Sierra 118, get around for the uniform.
Shamrock 69 or extra, wind check 24010 with a max 21 knots, from 28 left, clear to land.
Clear land to left, Shamrock 69 X-ray.
Sun Express 8 November unit from Tower, hello, continue approach from 28 left, your number 2, wind check 24010, max 21, continue.
That man enjoys the ATC. Wonder why. Aer Lingus A320 next from Dusseldorf. Looked like they were going for Sierra 4, but they've rolled it on. Sun Express next, Max 8 from Antalya.
Shamrock 69 extra Sierra 5, continue right taxi with Sierra, contact ground 121 decimal 8. Bye bye.
Yeah, 50 ground 28 Shamrock.
Right, I don't think I'm going to avoid this next rain shower. Everything is covered, so if it hits, the only thing I have to do is put the phones away. So won't be ignoring it, just keeping them dry.
Sun Express 8 November, uniform, wind check 24010 knots, max 21 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
It's literally raining at that tree line behind the plane. Rain is right there, look. No way I'm going to get away with this, I don't think so, but anyway. Sun Express in the rain. Carca, how do?
Tower 7 Fox Echo, one is 2 left.
Air 7 Fox Echo Tower, good day, your approach from 828 left, number 1 now, wind check 24010 with a max of 21 knots. There's a sharp passing overhead the field.
That's coming, Tower 7 Fox Echo.
And here's the rain.
Air 7 Fox Echo, runway condition report now for runway 28 left is wet, 555.
That's coming, Tower 7 Fox Echo.
Won't be turning that way. Wind is carrying it straight in.
Sun Express 8 November, uniform, Sierra 5, turn right taxi with Sierra.
Sierra Fox and Sierra Sun Express 8 November uniform.
Air 7 Foxtrot Echo, wind check 23010 knots with a max of 21 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, Tower 7 Fox Echo.
Sun Express 8 November, uniform, contact ground 121 decimal 8 today.
118 Sun Express 8 November uniform today.
Right, Bravo 6 going dark. I can't see the chat for a few minutes.
Shamrock 681 Tower, good day, continue approach from 828 left, your number 1 now, wind check 24011, max 20 knots, continue approach.
Continue approach, Shamrock 681.
Shamrock 681, we have a sharp passing over ahead the field now, and the runway condition report is 555 for 28 left.
Roger, Shamrock 681.
Bing. Again, we're going to limit our turns to the right for a second, just while this passes over.
Exec Kelly 11, zone entry approved at Palmerston roundabout, not above 1,500 feet, Dublin QNH 0990. Exec Kelly 11, roger, once you're south of the M50 that's approved, Dunsink and IKEA, listen out at all times with active landing aircraft. Shamrock 681, wind check 24011 knots with a max of 19 knots from the straight left aircraft. Air 7 Fox Echo, continue Sierra, contact ground 121 decimal per day.
Sierra 128, 12, 7 for the quality. Tower, no Ryanair, 3 Bravo Echo, runway 28 left.
Air 3 Bravo Echo, good day, continue approach runway 28 left, your number 2, wind check 24011, max 20 knots. Range sharp passing the field at this time, runway condition report now 28 left is 555.
Copied. Copy. Orient 3 perfect.
I do recall earlier on saying I think I've stood out in the rain enough this year already. But here we are.
Vacating Sierra 4, continue right to Sierra, contact ground 121 destination, all the best.
Gate Sierra 4, right to Sierra, ground 128, Chevron 61, good morning.
Air 3 Bravo Echo, wind check 24010 knots, max 19 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land. Traffic information, helicopter just holding about a mile and a half south of the airfield, clear of 28 left at all times.
Right, so let's clear to land, information copy to Orient 3 traffic.
Scandinavian 32 Fox Trot, fully established, go 28 left.
Scandinavian 32 Fox Tower, good day, continue approach runway 28 left, number 2, wind check 23011, max 20 knots. Range shower overhead the field, runway condition report 28 left, now 555.
That's copied, Scandinavian 32 Fox Trot.
This is easing now by the looks of it. All gone.
Scandinavian 32 Foxtrot, your number 1 now, traffic information, a helicopter holding about a mile south of the airfield, 1500 feet, will be clear to it left at all times.
Number 1, copy the traffic, Scandinavian 32 Fox.
Air 3 Bravo Echo, turn right to Sierra, contact ground, 121 destination, good day.
Right, Sierra 1 this line to Orient 3 traffic, good day.
Complete idea, returning to the St. Kitts Road, we'd like to postpone to South Palmertown.
Tower just full following traffic, there's just a slight bit of a downdraft at the very end there, last 20 feet or so, not the usual loss of energy, but an actual downdraft.
Okay, I can copy that from the show, alright, I'll pass that on, thanks for that. I'm at 32 Foxtrot, you copy that?
We did indeed, just confirm the outbound plan.
Scandinavian 32 Foxtrot, traffic now clear to wind 23013, max 20 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
This land 28 left, Scandinavian 32 Fox.
Air 3 Bravo Echo, contact ground 121 destination, bye-bye.
Now give me 1 second, I have to do something here. Even though that's only a brief shower,
copy that,
load
request
of water.
stand by talk to approach, about 2 minutes in and out for Rosemont, is it?
I don't want to risk
About 90 seconds and we'll be south of 28 left at all times.
attempt, I said,
Roger, stand by with traffic on.
remove the lid. If this kills everything, I'm sorry.
Looking 252 Delta, Roger, continue port from 28 left, number 2, wind check 24013, max 20.
Continue approach, look 252 Delta.
Looking 252 Delta, Ryanair, traffic just landed, reported downdraft on short finals. There is a sharp passing through the field, runway condition report now is 555, wet.
Roger, thank you.
So our arriving Ryanair reported a downdraft on short final. Sorry, that's that done. Hopefully I didn't kill everything.
Kelly 1-1. You can just hold the Roseland South the M50. There'll be 2 more to land, so about 2-3 minutes time I'll have you in for Roseland for you.
Copy that, we're just orbiting here, don't think that's the M50.
And chat is back. Welcome everyone that has joined in the last few minutes. Lufthansa 600 Airbus.
Craven 32 Foxtrot, Sierra 5 right Sierra, and any comments for following aircraft reference that downdraft?
Sierra right, sorry, Sierra 5 and Sierra and standby limit.
Token 25 Juliet Delta, wind 240 to 11, max 20 knots from 828 left, clear to land.
Clear left, that's the one. And yes, we did experience that downdraft on the last 50 beds, maybe in 3 Fox.
Okay, thanks very much. Contact ground now 118, all the best.
218, yeah, and 3 Juliet.
Token 25 Juliet Delta, copy.
Anchor. Tower low, Lufthansa 978, island straight left, 160.
Lufthansa 978, hello, continue your approach, runway 28 left, number 2, wind check 24010 with a max of 20 knots. Aircraft are reporting a downdraft, short finals to 8 left, runway condition report is wet, wet, wet.
Copy, thank you.
Logan Air from Aberdeen. Brian, MANA, so when any of the aircraft, like even exec heli there, are operating over the Blanche area, they are warned that MANA are cleared up to 600 feet, I believe. So they tend to keep them higher than the MANA ceiling. It's a sign of the times. I can only imagine that's going to expand.
Lufthansa 978, traffic information of a helicopter holding about 1 mile south of the airfield will be cleared to 8 left at all times.
Alright, thank you very much.
Tower, good morning, Tower 6 Alpha Papa, we're just under 13 miles by left to 8 left.
Tower 6 Alpha Papa time, continue number 2 to wind 24010, max 20 knots. Runway condition report now is 555, short just going through the approach, and aircraft are reporting downdraft about 50 feet, short finals.
Roger, thanks for the information. We'll continue the approach to Tower 6 Alpha Papa.
Logan 25 Juliet Delta, Sierra 4 from right, Sierra 1 for Makeda, contact ground 121, that's it, all the best.
Right, Sierra 4, that's Sierra, contact ground 1.
Fingers crossed for you all.
We didn't experience much of a downdraft.
That can't be easy.
A little bit 700.
If you need an ERB, reach out. I know I'm talking over ATC, but
copy that.
reach out ERB if you need that at all.
The downdraft is about 700 feet now with that sharp obviously going through. The wind 230 at 11, max 20 knots, Lufthansa 978, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear left, clear to land, Lufthansa 978, thanks, copy.
Traffic 6 Alpha Papa, that's downdraft a bit further out in the approach now, 700 feet last reported, and traffic information, helicopter holding south of the airfield will be nipping in and out on the approach just before you land.
Roger, we'll keep an eye out and copy the downdraft consideration. Thanks, Tower 6 Alpha Papa.
Exec Heli 11, you can get into position now, expect clearance into Rosemount after traffic lands, short finals Lufthansa 321, report visual.
And we have that traffic inside, and we're ready to go.
Kelly 11, you can set position now for Rosemount, keep clear to 8 left at all times, and wind 23013 max 20.
For Rosemount, clear to 8 left at all times,
ERB, you can see from the response from everyone, we're here for you.
Lufthansa 978, the Kate Sierra 5 turn right Sierra.
Sierra 5 and Sierra Lufthansa 978. And the approach was bumpy on the last part, but no felt downdraft at the end.
Okay, that's a copy. Thanks very much for that information. We'll pass it on and continue right there, contact ground 121.8. All the best.
Continue right. Yeah, 118. Thank you, bye. Lufthansa 978.
Sherman 6000, have the copy, all that?
8 frames, 76 on the map.
6X Kelly 11, Roger, and report approaching Atlantic, not really entering Western airspace. Roger, that's a copy, stand by for frequency change.
Did we just get a lucky?
Shamrock 6 Alpha Papa, wind check 24010 knots, max 20 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear stand, runway 28 left, Shamrock 6 Alpha Papa.
Kelly 11, okay for entry into Western airspace, and it is coordinated 122.4. Bye bye.
124, correct, thank you, 11.
Imagine the next rain shower probably about
Wind check
30 minutes away.
24010 knots, max 20.
Just based on cloud direction. Might dodge it though. Might be a city centre only. Aer Lingus from Brussels next, A320. And then we have Air Transat from Toronto behind that.
Dublin Tower, good morning, Air Transat 230, ILS 28 left.
Air Transit 230 Tower, hello, continue report from 28 left, your number 2 to wind 24011, max 20 knots, continue.
Roger, Transat 230.
Alpha Papa, Sierra 5, continue right Sierra, 1 Cicada, contact ground 121.8, goodbye.
Sierra 5 right Sierra and 1218, and just for information, we did have a downdraft, right, 800 foot on the approach.
Okay, we'll pass it on to the next aircraft, thanks for that.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Air Transat 230 with that sharp pass through aircraft is reporting downdraft. The last report is about 700-800 feet on the approach.
Copy, Air Transat 230, and we'll let you know if we get the
Air Transit 230, thank you. Wind is 24010 knots with a max of 20 knots. Runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 left, Transat. Tower, good day, Sherman 503, establish that's 28 knots.
Sherman 503 Tower, hello, continue report from 28 left, number 2. Wind 24010 with a max of 20 knots.
Continue approach number 2, Sherman 503.
Sherman 503, sharp passing through the approach. Aircraft now
BRB.
reporting downdraft about 800 feet on the approach.
Chat soon, man.
Copy, we'll keep an eye out, Sherman 503.
Fingers crossed, views. So, Air Transat 321 Neo next from Toronto. See if I can get it a little bit earlier. The rain shower that I can see in the distance that I said is about 30 minutes away is hitting Nace.
Air Transit 230, turn right onto Sierra, and any comments for following aircraft?
Right on to Sierra, and no, it was gusty winds, but no wind shear on the approach for Transat.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Continue with ground 121 destination. All the best.
1218, you2 or Transat 2305.
Shamrock 503 with the comments. The wind 230 to 11, max 20 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 left, thanks. Bell, Shamrock 503.
Aer Lingus 320 Neo from Bordeaux next. Perfectly timed trucks. Was the big ball watched again? Such a strange landmark.
Hello again, Exec Kelly 11, hello. Zone entry approved and understand you're going to Dublin Airport Kennedy for level 1,500 feet, Dublin KNH 0990. Shamrock 503, right Sierra, contact ground 121 destination. Goodbye.
Right Sierra, contact ground 121 destination, Shamrock 503. We experienced the same, just gusty, but no downdraft.
Okay, many thanks. Exec Kelly 11, report zone exit of Bray and we're after Bray.
At Bray, we'll actually just turn it around to the 30 ground bar via Manny Pass.
Yeah, that's no issue at all, and coordinate with information, but report when you're returning northbound from Marley.
Sometimes if you just
Good morning, and it's 29 Yankee, with established at 28 left.
turns towards you then, see it?
Fire 29 Yankee Aircraft Tower, good day, continue approach from 28 left, number 1 to wind 2407, max 17, continue approach.
Continue.
Next arrival will be a Ryanair from far away.
Ryanair 29 Yankee Aircraft, the world's aircraft experienced downdraft on the approach about 7,800 feet, but that seems to have disappeared now with the last two landers, just normal sort of bumpiness, reference to showers.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Ryanair 29 Yankee Echo to wind 24010 knots, max 17 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 left, Ryanair 29 Yankee Echo. Normal in Dublin.
Indeed. Bit better than Glasgow.
Aye.
Ford, there's been some crazy torrential downpours the last few days. And if you're looking on social media, some great pictures of lightning as well. Noosh, hello. Camera just wants to do its own thing in this wind.
Elegant, inspirational, divine, virtuous, majestic, retro.
Wind check 230 degrees 11 knots, max 17.
Hey little bird. Got a little house down here, look. Just went in under it. AI cameras have a life of their own. He's come out okay, hang on.
Ryanair 29 Yankee Echo from Sierra 5 to right Sierra, contact ground 121, destination. All the best.
Sierra 5 Sierra 128, 29 Yankee Echo, good day.
So our next arrival will be Emirates 777. 2 minutes out. The ghosty Bizjet overhead on the Irish Sea as well. Truck's nearly had a smoosh. Why does this pop up when I search Subsnail TT? Have no clue. Probably something to do with your YouTube tag having aviation in the name. Something we've never zoomed in on actually. Might do that. Snail. Find one first. We'll try them. Big burb. There's a bigger burb. Over the bus. There. They all look like they're having difficulty flying today. Yeah.
Dublin Tower, Emirates 161, heavy, service address, runway 28 left.
Emirates 161, heavy tower, good day. Wind check 22013, max 20 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Runway 28 left, clear to land, and they will be vacating Sierra 60 for Emirates 161.
No worries, no traffic to affect.
Thanks, sir.
So I can see Emirates in the distance. I don't know whether the camera will get it or not, but there we go. Let's try. EK 161 from Dubai. Landing lights just came on. I'm going to bring it back a little bit, just there's no point in trying to zoom out that far in this wind. Brian Johnson. Morning. Captain, there is an underpass being constructed underneath the Crosswind runway. So under 16 and 34 they're putting in a underpass. So at the moment you can see all the vehicles have to use the outer perimeter road when they want to go over to the west apron, whether they go outer perimeter south or outer perimeter north. This new underpass means they'll be able to come over from the apron underneath 16 and arrive straight out on the west apron. Mostly for cargo and that, but yeah. So the Crosswind runway, I believe, was closed in October. The current NOTAM expires on the 30th of June to keep it closed, but I imagine that'll be extended because this is nowhere even up to speed yet, starting wise. So don't find a snail, because then he'll have to add it to his list before he's allowed to retire. Oh, Jason, myself and the equipment are fully waterproof. We had a bad downpour there about 25 minutes ago, and I imagine we're about 20 minutes now away from the next one, although it's aiming for the city, so I'm gonna keep it that way, hopefully. Emirates.
Check is 240 at 12 knots, casting 20. Exact Heli 11, you can proceed to Marley Park at the moment. And what's after Marley Park? Exact Heli
Ali 11, that's copy, thank you. American 208 is 8 out for 28 left. American 208 Tower, good day, continue approach, wind is 240 at 10, gusting 20. Continue our approach, American 208.
John, Ryanair argued that it wouldn't really have much benefit, but DAA said it was critical, obviously, to reduce the traffic on the outer perimeter road, especially during busy cargo times in the morning or the evening. You've seen it when we're north side, all the cargo bins coming around that big outside road. They're only doing that because they're not allowed cross the Crosswind runway anymore. You used to be able to, there was a crossing point, but there was too many incidents, so they kind of want to keep the traffic away from the runways, and by putting it underneath, that's the solution.
Emirates 161, vacate Sierra 6, taxi right on Sierra.
Get Sierra 6, right on Sierra, Emirates 161.
American 208, wind is 230 at 10, gusting 20 knots. Runway 28 left, please left. Turn land 28 left, American 208. Exec Ali 11, you can contact Bow Tower 123.5. Tower 125. Emirates 161, contact on south 11.8, goodbye. 11.8.
DFI dirty flap inspection. I think they're okay. AA Dreamliner from Chicago in the background.
Good morning, Ryanair 4 Juliet. We are established 8 miles. Ryanair 4 Juliet, good morning, continue approach. Wind is 240 at 7, gusting 20. Continue, Ryanair 4 Juliet. American 208, vacate Sierra 5, taxi right on Sierra, wind vacated, contact ground south 11.8. Thank you. Sierra 5, Sierra, wind vacated 121.8, American 208. Ryanair 4 Juliet, surface wind is 250 degrees 9 knots, Willow Reese, and gust of 19 knots, runway 28 left, clear left. Left Juliet, left, right up.
yeah, numbers have dropped off. Obviously, we at one point prior to what's happening out there had 3 777s a day. We're down to 1 triple and 1 A350 a day. Now I'm not going to give out about the A350.
Target Ewings 8 Zulu Hotel ILS 28 left. Aer Wings 8 Zulu Hotel, your number 2 runway 28 left, continue the approach. The surface wind is 240 degrees 10 knots and a maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 19 knots. Roger.
But the 350 being on the Dublin route means less capacity, doesn't it? Technically, the triples have more seats. Ryanair Max 8 from Bergamo, and then Eurowings from Dusseldorf. Sorry, keeping the camera still obviously on this elevated pillar position is quite difficult. It seems to be vibrating the pillar I'm on today.
Sierra 5, continue right onto Sierra.
Sierra 5, right to Sierra, Ryanair 4 Juliet.
Thank you, Ryanair 4 Juliet. When vacated, contact ground on frequency 121. That's right, bye.
Well, we're going to do 121 this one later, Ryanair 4 right.
Eurowings 8 Zulu Hotel, surface wind is 250 degrees 11 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land. Clear to land, 28 left, Eurowings 8 Zulu Hotel.
But yeah, like even last night there was questions. I don't know whether I was in work obviously, and I think Kuwait and Saudi Arabia closed their airspace for a couple of hours, so there was going to be questions then as to whether transit and traffic was going to make it here today. This is our Eurowings from Dusseldorf.
Hotel, vacate Sierra 5 right onto Sierra, contact ground frequency 121.8.
Sierra 5, 12 Sierra and 121A during Sayed Zulu Hotel.
Tower Lewis, Shamrock 5 Delta Romeo, ILS doing that.
Good day, Shamrock 5 Delta Romeo. Surface wind is 230 degrees 13 knots. Maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 22 knots. Runway 28 left, clear to land.
Runway 28 left, clear land, Shamrock 5 Delta Romeo.
One of the XLRs next from Paris.
Hello, Ryanair 4 Bravo, Mike 27 straight left. Hey, Ryanair 4 Bravo, Mike, your number 2, runway 28 left, continue. Surface wind is 220 degrees 14 knots, and the maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 22 knots. Continue.
This was straight left, Ryanair 4 Bravo, Mike.
Old school winglets as well. So XLV from Paris. We know these don't like crosswinds.
Delta Romeo, vacate Sierra 5, continue right onto Sierra.
Sierra 5, right turn Sierra, 75 Delta Romeo.
Sierra 5 Delta Romeo, thanks, when vacated, contact ground 121, decimal 8, bye.
118,
welcome back.
75 Delta Romeo, bye.
Ryanair 4 Bravo Mike, surface wind 230 degrees 12 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Land 28 left, Ryanair 4 Bravo Mike.
We have us a convoy of trucks on the perimeter road as well.
Nice Speedbird 828 Yankee, number 2, runway 28 left, continue. It's 230 degrees 11 knots, and the maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 22 knots. Continue.
Good morning, Shamrock 65 Whiskey, please test on the Alice 28 left.
G'day, Shamrock 65 Whiskey, number 2, runway 28 left, continue. Surface wind is 250 degrees 12 knots, maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 22 knots, continue.
Okay, approach Shamrock 65 Whiskey.
Ryanair 4 Bravo Mike, continue right onto Sierra, contact ground on 121, that's right,
new, absolutely, yeah.
Ground 118, Ryanair 4 Bravo Mike, bye.
British Airways from Heathrow, next to land.
Speedbird 828 Yankee, surface wind is 250 degrees 12 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, that's good, that's
Speedbird 828 Yankee, continue right onto Sierra, contact ground on 121, decimal 8.
Right, Sierra 128, good, keep flying.
Shamrock 65 Whiskey, surface 240 degrees 11 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Runway 28 left, clear to land, Shamrock 65 Whiskey.
Gemstone 55 Sierra Kilo, wind is 5 miles.
Gemstone 55 Sierra Kilo, number 2, runway 28 left, continue. Wind is 240 degrees, 11 knots. Maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 22 knots.
Continue approach Gemstone 55 Sierra Kilo.
Kiarka says torrential rain now in cabin. Wonderful. I'm okay for the moment. We might make it to the 1 o'clock mark as we had said. Folks, today is a short stream. It's only going to be about 1 o'clock. The reason being, I'm going to be back here tomorrow afternoon. So I want to be able to not have to do too much charging this evening. Tomorrow will be later, possibly 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Status 28 left, 9 miles.
Thanks very much for your Echo number 2 now, runway 28 left. Surface wind is 230 degrees, 11 knots. Maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 22 knots.
That's going to change after that. That wasn't 22 knots.
Charmap 65 Whiskey, vacate Sierra 5, continue right onto Sierra.
Vacate Sierra 5 right there, Charmap 65 Whiskey.
Okay, Charmap 65 Whiskey, when vacated, contact ground frequency on 121.
It's a rather manly sound I made as well as I lifted it to the air, wasn't it?
Gemstone 55 Sierra Kilo, surface wind 230 degrees, 12 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
And that's straight left, Gemstone 55 Sierra.
ATR inbound from Edinburgh. Without going into too much information, Kiarka, you'll definitely want to be here anyway, as in watching.
Gemstone 55 Sierra Kilo, will you make Sierra 4? Gemstone 55 Sierra Kilo, thank you. Sierra 4, right onto Sierra, contact ground 121, that's right, bye-bye.
Sierra 4 right Sierra, ground 118.
So we have an Aer Lingus A320 from Berlin and then an Aer Lingus A330 from San Fran.
Charmap 3 Echo Golf, surface wind is 230 degrees, 13 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
28 left, clear to land, Charmap 3 Echo Golf.
Tower low, Shamrock 960 with you, we're established 3.5.
Autopilot off.
Tower low, Shamrock 960.
Lay Shamrock 960, number 1 now, runway 28 left, continue, expect a lake landing clearance, the wind is 230 degrees, 12 knots.
Continue Shamrock 960.
Echo Golf, will you make 04?
We will indeed. Shamrock 3 Echo Golf.
Thank you, Shamrock 3 Echo Golf, 04 right up to Sierra,
Andy,
and indicating ground 121 on straight, bye.
Watch this take off live with Sal last night probably.
Bye. Bye. Shamrock 960, surface wind is 230 degrees, 13 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
28 left, clear to land, Shamrock 960.
Rescue 17 from runway 16, proceed now runway 28 left, and listen out report gate.
28 left. Third day, Ryanair 1 off Bravo, fully service at 28 left, 6 months.
Hey, Ryanair 1 Alpha Bravo, number 1 now, runway 28 left, continue, runway inspection in progress, surface wind is 240 degrees, 14 knots, and a maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 22 knots.
The word continue, all copy, Ryanair 1 off Bravo.
Shamrock 960, thanks for that, vacate 05 right onto Sierra, contact ground 121.8, thanks.
Sierra 5, Sierra 21.8, Shamrock 960, thank you.
Jeg returns to Dublin tonight at 9:30. Nice.
Ryanair 1 Alpha Bravo, surface wind is 230 degrees, 15 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
28 left, clear to land, Ryanair 1 Alpha Bravo.
And rescue 17 holds short now, runway 28 left, contact ground 121.8.
Like it's 18 and hold short straight, bye-bye.
Ryanair from Gatwick and then a Zurich 321 Neo. Sorry, Swiss 321 Neo from Zurich.
Hey, Swiss 477 Lima, number 2, runway 28 left, continue. Wind is 230 degrees, 14 knots, with maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 20 knots. Continue. Ryanair 1 Alpha Bravo, vacate Sierra 5, continue right on Sierra.
Right, Sierra 5, right again, Ryanair 1 Alpha.
Ryanair 1 Alpha Bravo, thank you. When vacated, contact ground on 121.8, bye-bye.
When vacated, ground 118, Ryanair 1 Alpha. How good on, bye-bye.
Swiss 477 Lima, surface wind 230 degrees, 14 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land. Landed on 28 left, 477. Good afternoon, Shamrock 205, ILS 28 left at 4.5 miles. Hey, Shamrock 205, just becoming number 1, runway 28 left, continue. Surface wind is 230 degrees 15 knots with a maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 22 knots. Continue approach. Thank you.
Welcome along. Good to see you again.
Swiss 477 Lima, vacate to the right Sierra 5 and continue right onto Sanctuary Sierra.
Bouncy,
sweet. 477 Lima. Swiss 477 Lima, thank you. When vacated, contact ground frequency 121.8. Bye-bye.
Okay, 121.8, good day. Swiss 477 Lima.
Sierra Shamrock 5 Kilo Echo, ILS 2 left, 7 miles. Hey, Shamrock 5 Kilo Echo, number 2, runway 28 left, continue. The wind is 230 degrees 16 knots. Maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 23 knots. Continue approach, Shamrock 5 Kilo Echo. Shamrock 205, surface wind 230 degrees 16 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land. Clear to land, runway 28 left, Shamrock 205.
A321 Neo from Manchester, EILRA.
Shamrock 205, vacate Sierra 5, right onto Sierra. Sierra 5, right turn Sierra, Shamrock 205. Shamrock 205, thank you. When vacated, contact ground 121.8, bye-bye. Okay, the 118, Shamrock 205, good day. Shamrock 5 Kilo Echo, surface wind is 220 degrees 14 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land. Runway 28 left, clear to land, Shamrock 5 Kilo Echo.
Ryanair 2 Alpha Juliet, fully established ILS 28 left.
Good day, Ryanair 2 Alpha Juliet, number 2, runway 28 left, continue.
Continue, number 2, Ryanair 2 Alpha Juliet.
So Ryanair from Manchester and then Aer Lingus from Pisa. Or do I have that the wrong way around? Oh, I do. Sorry, Madrid first. Sorry.
Good day, Shamrock 429, established ILS 2 at left 8 miles. Hey, Shamrock 429, number 2 now, runway 28 left, continue. Surface wind is 230 degrees 12 knots and a maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 23 knots. Consider approach 2 at left, that's copy Shamrock 429.
Patrick saying had a recent Ryanair flight and they glided it into Dublin. Pure butter. Nice.
Shamrock 5 Kilo Echo, vacate Sierra 5, continue right onto Sierra. Sierra 5 right Sierra, Shamrock 5 Kilo Echo.
We've said this
5 Kilo Echo, thank you. When vacated, contact ground on 121.8, bye. 118, thanks, Shamrock 5 Kilo Echo, have a good one.
There's just more of them. Every airline has hard landings every now and then. There's just more Ryanairs to see doing it because there's so many of them.
Ryanair 2 Alpha Juliet, surface wind is 230 degrees 14 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
White left, thank you, and then Ryanair 2 Alpha Juliet.
Leaning towards Pisa. Ryanair Manchester. Sorry. Again, these Manchester Ryanair boys love Sierra 4.
Juliet,
Still heavy enough braking, but
right onto Sierra.
make it.
Sierra 5 right on Sierra, Ryanair 2 Alpha Juliet.
Ryanair 2 Alpha Juliet, thank you. When vacated, contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
Vacating ground 121.8, good day, Ryanair 5, pleasure 2 Alpha Juliet.
John Brady, welcome.
Number 429er, surface wind 230 degrees 15 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 left, number 429er.
Finally, Aer Lingus from Pisa. I eventually got it right. I imagine I've about 10 to 15 minutes
right onto Sierra.
for the mother of all downforce, so we're going to see how this goes.
Thank you. When vacated, contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
I'd not like to get the equipment destroyed before tomorrow.
Ryanair 3 Quebec Zulu, number 1 now, runway 28 left, continue. Surface wind 230 degrees 12 knots, maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 23 knots. Continue.
Continue, thanks, Ryanair 3 Quebec Zulu.
Ryanair 3 Quebec Zulu, surface wind 230 degrees 12 knots, 28 left, clear to land.
Point left is Ryanair.
That's what's coming. And if watching storm chasing channels has taught me anything, the dark blue in that is not good for me. John Brady, thank you. 31 months. Much appreciated. In the Spotters Club. No, like I said, someone said this before, like obviously Ryanair have a reputation for hard landings, but they all land hard, and like I said to you, on occasion they do, but it's just the fact that there's what, 650 Ryanair aircraft active in Europe at any one time. Retreating blade, welcome. My flight radar map has just turned to a massive green behind me. That's not good. Ryanair Max 8 from Palma de Mallorca. Sorry, Ford says 647. There you go.
Right, 3 Quebec Zulu, vacate Sierra 5 right on Sierra.
Oh, they're going for 6.
We're getting Sierra 6, right, and 3 Quebec Zulu.
Right, 3 Quebec Zulu, yeah, continues, yeah, Sierra 6 and right on Sierra.
Sierra 6, right, Sierra, and 3 Quebec Zulu.
Thank you, 3 Quebec Zulu. When vacated, contact ground on 121.8, bye-bye.
28, bye-bye, and 3 Quebec Zulu.
Dave Flynn, how do? And Bruce, welcome back as well. Happy 8-4. Hello to you. So Pegasus from Istanbul next. Then Ryanair from Alicante. I want to be closely monitoring this huge cell behind me because I don't think we're going to stay here for it. There's one just hitting Holt again now as well, look. starting. It is closing in on me, yeah. Trying to watch, very breezy, trying to watch the trajectory just to see will it miss or skirt the side of the airport. It looks like it's literally stretching from Kildare to Meath, so it could be a full-on walloping.
Tower 30 Delta Kilo.
Turk 30 Delta Kilo, good day, your number 1 runway 28 left, continue.
Continue approach runway 28 left, number 1 copy, Tower 30 Delta Kilo.
Left, clear to land.
Lieutenant runway 28 left, contact 30 Delta Kilo.
Just wait for Pegasus to get that little bit closer. Folks, what I'm probably going to do, we have Pegasus from Istanbul, Alicante, and we might get the Aer Lingus from Zurich after that, but then I'm going to pack up and get this gear away from whatever is coming at me. I don't like the look of it at all, and I am back tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow afternoon. You're going to want to be watching, so.
Surface wind is 240 degrees 9 knots, and copy QNH now is drop 1, 9er, 8, 9er hectopascals.
9er, 8, 9er, copy, contact 30 Delta Kilo.
Not gonna happen. Brian, hello to you. John says not been over to annoy you for a while.
Today, Ryanair 28 uniform, Mike, your number 2, runway 28 left. Continue. Surface wind is 240 degrees 9 knots with a maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 19er knots. Continue.
Continue, Ryanair 28 uniform, Mike.
And Ryanair 28 uniform, Mike. Also, QNH now, 9er, 8, 9er hectopascals.
989, copy, Ryanair 28 uniform, Mike.
Wobble.
Turk 30 Delta Kilo, vacate Sierra 5, continue right onto Sierra, and your best speed please onto taxiway Sierra.
Oh, this is very close.
Vacate Sierra 5, then I turn, continue with Sierra.
Look how close the next one is.
30 Delta Kilo.
Thank you, Sun Turk 30 Delta Kilo. Yeah, best speed onto taxiway Sierra, contact ground frequency 121.8. Bye bye.
On Sierra 121.8. Goodbye, contact 30 Delta Kilo.
just ignored the best speed twice.
Ryanair 28 uniform, Mike, the surface wind is 230 degrees at 8 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Ryanair from Alicante. Right, I am going to go because this is literally about, I'd say, 5 minutes from hitting the end of the runway. Folks, thank you. I know today was a short stream, not what we usually do.
Ryanair uniform, Mike,
we'll make up for it tomorrow, trust me.
continue right onto Sierra.
Sierra 5 Sierra, Ryanair 28 uniform, Mike.
Ryanair 28 uniform, Mike, thank you. When vacated, contact ground frequency 121.8. Bye-bye.
Keep an eye
Ryanair 28 uniform, Mike.
on the schedule. It's going to be going live about 2 or 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Hello, Sherman 34 Juliet, ILS 28 left.
And
Good day, Sherman 34 Juliet, number 1, runway 28 left, continue. Surface
thank you everyone.
220 degrees at 10 knots, and the maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 17 knots.
Okay, Sherman 34 Juliet, just in the event of a go-around, we'd be looking for an early left turn with the weather straight ahead.
We're still not passing on the area, thank you.
the inbound Aer Lingus asking for a change to the missed approach because of that weather that's straight at the end of the runway. In the event of a go around, they don't want to fly into that.
34 Juliet, surface wind is 220 degrees at 12 knots, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 left, Sherman 34 Juliet.
Stick with it a second to see. If this cuts off, all of a sudden it's because I'm scrambling to put the gear away. But yeah, this will definitely be last one. Thanks folks, it is much appreciated. Again, I know obviously I've been busy this week with work, so this is the first chance I've gotten to get out, and then we make it up tomorrow, trust me. It is a nasty looking cell that's at the end of the runway now, so what they've asked is that if they do go around, they're able to take an earlier turn so they don't have to fly into it.
Tower, good afternoon, Sherman 43 Romeo, fully established on the Air left, runway 28 left.
Good day, Sherman 43 Romeo, just becoming number 1, runway 28 left, continue. The wind is 220 degrees 17 knots, and the maximum gust in the last 10 minutes of 27 knots.
Roger, and continue approach, Sherman 43 Romeo.
Once this touches down, I'm away, folks. Again, I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry. Right. Chat to you tomorrow.
Sherman 34 Juliet, vacate Sierra 5, continue right onto Sierra.
Vacate Sierra 5, then right on Sierra, Sherman 34 Juliet.
Sherman 34 Juliet, thank you. When vacated, contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
118, Sherman 34 Juliet, goodbye.
Sherman 43 Romeo, surface wind 23.